My entitled mother called me selfish and greedy for refusing to pay for the dinner of 20 people in a high-end steakhouse, so I cut all my financial help and took back all I gave her. Some backstory. I'm pretty successful, especially in comparison to my family. I also travel quite a bit for work. When I do come into town, I try and meet everyone and usually go out to a few dinners. Because of the income disparity, I almost always pay for my family. Sometimes I splurge and take them out to a really nice place, but usually it's just out back or something. I do let them pay every once in a while when it's a quick, cheap meal so they don't feel bad. I have no issue with this and love helping my family. I handle family vacation, bought mom a car, etc. So I feel like I'm very generous with them. I was coming back into town for the holidays but couldn't stay long this time. My mom said everyone wanted to see me and planned a dinner. After I got into town, I had a text from my mom from a few hours earlier. No signal on the plane. To meet at a really high-end steakhouse. I was a bit uneasy about it because I always initiate more expensive meals, but rolled with it. I showed up at the restaurant to find a huge party. My mom, stepdad, grandparents, cousins, neighbors, etc. Usually our family dinners are 6 people roughly. I don't have much family, and very few I'm close to. This was almost 20 people. I didn't think much of it and ordered dinner. Then the neighbor of my grandmother, whom I've only ever waved to, offered a toast to me for being so generous and taking everyone out to dinner. I looked at my mom, who was beet red. Appetizers came out at this exact moment. I had assumed some version of a Dutch meal since so many people were there. I immediately said, "I'm not paying for dinner." I quickly looked around. Everyone had drinks. They ordered a ton of appetizers and everyone had steaks. This place's steaks all are $80 to $250 per person. Quick math said this was going to be a 4K dinner easy. I got up, threw a $100 on the table and left. My phone was blowing up. I turned it off and went to bed and left the next day without saying bye. I didn't handle it well, but actually felt used. I also told my mother I would stop sending her monthly allowance going forward. Update. So my mom has been begging me to call her. I figured I'd let it go and called her back. I apologized for storming out and assumed she would apologize too and we could move forward. Nope. I was called selfish, greedy, disrespectful, and mean. I asked how they could call me greedy and selfish after everything I've done for everyone. She said I didn't do that much and could do more. To be clear, I've bought her 2 cars now, helped remodel a bathroom, replaced their roof, new appliances, and paid for 5 to 6 family vacations. This is on top of a legion of other things. I got so mad I went scorched earth and told her that nobody would be receiving any more help they weren't appreciative of going forward. I called AT&T and canceled the 6 lines I was paying for everyone, canceled the internet I was paying for, changed passwords on or canceled all my streaming accounts, kicked their cars of American Automobile Association, kicked her off my insurance car, and canceled the credit card I'd given her. No more free rides. Update. Nothing major. So after I left, my niece, who was not there so third hand here, said everyone was in shock. They tried to cancel dinner, but the apps and drinks had already come, so they split a $700 bill and left. Mom's been calling. I'm avoiding her calls now. Her voicemails are each meaner than the last, so I just delete them now. I told her I wanted time for us all to calm down, and I'll talk to her next month. I was uninvited from a cousin's wedding I barely know. They didn't want drama, but let it known that they would like the present. That convo could spark off a whole other thread. They were deciding where the family vacation will be this summer previously. That horse is dead now. I visited with my niece, and she told me that there is zero remorse or understanding. It is basically an accepted consensus that I'm a greedy, mean monster.